It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey. Good morning on this Thursday. Only Sarah today. Ethan and Anna are out, so thank you so much for joining me. We will get straight to it. Here's a look at your news. Local experts say they are not sure which drug is causing problems, but Cedar County Memorial Hospital in El Dorado Springs is warning us about something coming in. They say that they've seen an increase in medical cases because of drug use. Apparently, some kind of dangerous substance has been added to a different already dangerous substance, and people are consuming it. And then victims come in to the hospital suffering from seizures, high body temperature, and more. So beware. Again, that's in Cedar County. Perhaps retaining teachers just got easier in Springfield. SPS teachers are going to get a raise, bringing their starting pay to $46,000 per year. That's an increase of about $950 per year. The new pay levels are based on job title, years of experience, the highest college degree level that you have, plus a 2.1% cost of living raise. Ozark is implementing a new dress code for middle school students to match the requirement for junior hires. At its last meeting, the school board there in Ozark was going to vote on a dress code for just the junior high, but then they decided to include the middle school in it as well. The rules spell out what types of clothing are and are not allowed based on style, how revealing they are, graphics, language printed on the clothing. The new dress code in Ozark will go into effect for this upcoming school year. Plans are moving forward on Kearney Street. City leaders met with individuals and business leaders to get their input as to what they would like to see happen with Kearney Street, maybe some more development to come that way. Many of the people at a recent public meeting said that they are concerned about the loitering of the homeless population in that area and a lack of business diversity. They fear that those two things could keep would-be customers away from the area. Some say until the social issues are addressed along the street, it might be hard to solicit development there to get some business developers to buy in. The city is working up a plan for progress there, and it should be finished by September at the latest. Well, for patients who are needing cancer care, Bolivar might be the answer to your solution. They're at Citizens Memorial Hospital in Bolivar. They are partnering again with the Central Care Cancer Center for at least the next 5 years to continue, quote, to provide quality cancer care in this region. So you don't have to travel as far. Central Care Cancer Center has at least 6 locations in Missouri and Kansas. Downtown Springfield is getting a new store, and it's a unique one. I'm excited to see inside this thing. It's going to be moving into the space that's been vacant for a while that used to house the Price Cutter Bistro Market. You remember where that was there in downtown on the corner? The new street's going to be called Ozarks Farm Stop, and it's basically going to be a farmer's market. The sellers sell directly to the public in a consignment type of arrangement. About 100 vendors are planning to be involved. No word yet on exactly when that will be open. Well, after 3 weeks on the road, the Ozarks Lunkers will be playing at home Saturday night in Springfield. The Lunkers are currently 2-2 on the season. The Arena League football team will take on the Hot Springs Wise Guys at 7 o'clock Saturday at Wilson Logistics Arena at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. In town for the game will be Tim Brown, the commissioner of the Arena League. He's also a winner of the Heisman Trophy and player for the Oakland Raiders. Bass Pro Shops' Johnny Morris is showing off his latest creation, the Cliffhangers Golf Course. I've only seen pictures of it, but it is incredible. It is located next to Hollister, right next to the Tiger Woods designed Paynes Valley Golf Course. It was designed by Johnny Morris and his son, JP, as part of the Big Cedar family of golf courses. It's an 18-hole par 3 course with spectacular landscaping and views. Cliffhangers will open to the public next week, Friday, on July 4th. That's quite a way to celebrate. If you live in small town Missouri or Arkansas, we got some good news. Perhaps if you're an Amazon person, Amazon could soon get to you, even you, same day or next day. The company just announced same-day or next-day service on Prime shipping, even in many rural parts of the country. They added more than 4,000 small towns to their list for same-day or next-day service. This means they will also be adding new rural delivery stations. So stay tuned for that from Amazon. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. Hope you have a fantastic work day. And I do hope to see you back here with Ethan tomorrow morning. Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday in the Ozarks. It is June 26th, and once again, we are waking up with nice warm temperatures. We're in the 70s early this morning, and things are going to heat up in a hurry. Much like yesterday, a lucky few will have some stray showers and thunderstorms as we head into the peak heating of the day. Closer to the afternoon is when that's going to be possible, but most today are just going to stay hot, humid, and it's another summer-like day in the Ozarks. Really not a whole lot of change in this forecast. It's kind of rinse and repeat every single day. Persistence is what we'll call this forecast, and that's been the case for the last couple of days. It will continue to be the case as we round out this work week's forecast and even as we head into the weekend and the early part of next week. I don't see a whole lot of change heading our direction. It's unsettled across the country today with showers and thunderstorms breaking out in the northern tier of the country. Also, much of the southeast experiencing some showers and thunderstorms, and there's also some extreme heat happening out on the East Coast. That continues to be a problem, and a headline, you will see heat index values topping the headlines all across the country. That's still true for us here in the Ozarks as well. It's hot, it's humid. You got to find a way to stay cool and beat the heat if you're going to be outdoors the next few days. No heat headlines for us, meaning that the Weather Service hasn't issued heat advisories or warnings, but it's still going to be dangerously hot if you're outdoors for any extended period of time. Heat index values will likely be in the triple digits with a daily isolated rain chance in the forecast. We will stay toasty, not only for the rest of the work week, but through the weekend. I have high temps that manage to climb into the 90s, even into early next week. I think this forecast is going to remain very warm. One of the problems is that the low temperatures just never really cool down for us. We remain in the 70s overnight. That's easily getting us into the low 90s each and every day. There is a daily chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. And I think that the chance for some isolated activity looks a little bit better. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe about a 30% chance for some of those pop-up showers and storms. So something to be aware of as you look out at the weekend forecast. Here's a look at the headlines around the country. Today, it's heavy rain and flash flooding for portions of the Southwest, Plains, and Upper Midwest on Thursday. We also continue to see severe thunderstorms in the forecast. That's going to impact much of the northern plains as we head into the forecast tomorrow. So still a lot going on. And of course, heat is still taking some of the national news headlines out on the East Coast, where some records have been broken in the last couple of days. So staying very warm, no loss of summer-like temperatures across much of the Midwest. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. What phenomenon causes the sky to appear blue during a sunny day due to the scattering of sunlight by the atmosphere? The options that I gave you yesterday were called A, Rayleigh scattering, B, Mai scattering, C, Tyndall effect, or D, the Doppler effect. Have you heard this one before? In fact, when I would do school visits, when I was back at KY3, I would always go to these classrooms and do weather talks to students. And the most commonly asked question, why is the sky blue? And I would inform them of this fact. So if any of you are listening and you remembered, it is A, Rayleigh scattering. I remember that from physics class. It's the phenomenon that causes the sky to appear blue during a sunny day. So congrats if A, Rayleigh scattering was your guess. Here's the quiz question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which cloud type, often described as looking like a cotton ball, is associated with fair weather and typically has a puffy white appearance? Do you think that's A, cumulus, B, stratus, C, cirrus, or D, lenticular? If you want to enter our brain twister trivia question for the day, you think you know the answer to that one, head on over to the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening this morning, and thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Gruboff Chevrolet. I hope you find a way to beat the heat out there today. I'll be back to chat with you first thing early tomorrow. Could be a stray storm this afternoon, otherwise sunny, hot with a high temperature of 91 degrees. Have a great day.